Yeah, very good morning to MBA aspirants and proud parents. Myself, Dr. Somshekar IC, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru. We all have gathered here in this virtual platform for knowing more about MBA at Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru, through the webinar and the live presentation on Nurturing the Leader Within You, MBA at VVCE. Now, I would like to begin this program with a welcome address. Today, to address about MBA at VVCE, eminent personalities are joining the session and I would like to welcome them. I heartily welcome Dr. B. Sadashivegowda, Principal, Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, to this webinar. Welcome, you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to welcome Dr. PSV Balaji Rao, Professor and Head, Department of Business Administration, Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysuru, to this webinar. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to welcome Mr. Fahad, Consultant, SAP India Private Limited, Bangalore, and distinguished alumni of our college for joining the session. Welcome you, Fahad.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I would like to welcome another distinguished alumni of our college, Ms. Rokia Tasneem, HR Officer at Lincoln University of Business and Management, UAE, for this webinar. Welcome you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now, I would like to welcome to be alumni of this college, that is our final year student, Mr. Amal Jacob, presently working as Cluster Manager at Spandana Spurti Financial Limited, Hyderabad. Welcome you, Amal. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome the center of attraction of today's program, that is MBA aspirants and their parents to this program. I welcome you all. Now, parent educating a child is not but introducing them to take a share in the knowledge of repository called university through college. Graduation is not enough for today. Hence, post-graduation helps them to build a brighter future. But to build a brighter future, everyone aspires to take a big step and transform their future by studying at right institute. Today, we take this as an opportunity to share how VVC MBA is nurturing the students and tuning them to the industry requirement and demand by offering best coaching, training, and skill development facilities. Now, I would like to request our beloved principal, Dr. B. Sadashivegowda, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Somshekar, and all the panel members and all the participants on this webinar. Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering was established in the year 1997. So it has a history of over 23 years in the city of Mysore. And if you look at the growth of the institute, when we started, we just had 4 undergraduate programs. But today we have 7 undergraduate programs. We are starting one more program this year in artificial intelligence and machine learning. That is the 7th program. We have 3 postgraduate programs, including the Department of Business Administration. We also have 2 MTech programs. And besides this, we also have 9 research centers where one can pursue PhD program, MSc Engineering, and there are 77 research scholars who are pursuing PhD program in our institute. So that approximately tells you the size of the institute, the growth of the institute, and we have over 3,200 students who are pursuing their education in our institute. And if you look at the recognition for the VVCE, it is one of the top ranking institutes in the city of Mysore and also in the city in Karnataka. And we are, if you look at one of the top 100 institutes out of 3,000 odd engineering colleges across India. So we have grown immensely since inception, and we have been accredited by MBA, the NBA, National Board of Accreditation. All the undergraduate programs have been accredited. In fact, our business administration program also, we went for accreditation 6 months ago, and the result is awaited. We are hopeful of getting accreditation for our MBA program also. In case our MBA program is accredited by NBA, I think ours is maybe the third or fourth institute that is offering MBA in the state of Karnataka to be accredited by NBA. And our institute is also accredited by NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, and that accredits both UG and the PG program, including MBA. And we got an A grade, and only 10% of the institutes across India get this grade. And we are really, we would like to say that our institute is really a premier institute with respect to providing quality education to our student community. And besides that, you have also been rated by QSI Gauge, which is a rating body across the world, and they have given us the silver rating. And like this, there are many other agencies that rate us. They have rated one of the top institutes in the state of Karnataka because our teaching learning system is really robust and strong, and we are very transparent. We are very fair. In fact, everything we put up on our website, and all the information about the institute can be obtained through our website. So we are so transparent, we are so fair, and we are quality conscious. We believe that only through quality we can become popular. And our students are our brand ambassadors. You can check with any student who graduated from UC, they will know how much we care for our student community. This is briefly, and in addition, if you look at the faculty, and we have 180 faculty members, 56 of them are with PhDs, and we are maintaining 15:1, means for every 15 student, one faculty. I think very few institutes in India maintain this ratio. And right now we are at 17:1. We are going recruiting another 40 faculty members in the next 1 month, and we are making it 15:1. I think ours would be the first institute in our state to have such excellent faculty student ratio. So all these things help to provide a perfect ambience for our students to excel in their studies. And we also have about 30 clubs to promote co-curricular and extracurricular activities. In fact, for MBA, we also have a Toastmaster club in our institute, basically to promote speaking skill, leadership quality, communication skill. So like that, there are many things we do very innovatively and efficiently in our institute, because we believe that the students of tomorrow who graduate from an institute, they should be industry ready. In order to make them industry, we need to bring the industry to the institute. I think we are making every effort to bring the industry experts to talk to the students quite often, so that they know the scenario, so that they get prepared to face the industry and the reality very effectively and efficiently. This is a few things I would like to say at the beginning of this webinar about our institute. Over to Dr. Somsekhar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for highlighting the salient features of student MBA aspirants in the VVC, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful updation, sir. Now, before knowing about the MBA at VVC, I would like to request Mr. Fahad, the consultant, SAP India Private Limited, Bengaluru, and distinguished alumni of this institute, to share his experience at VVC, how it helped him to mold his future. Over to Fahad, sir.
Thank you, sir. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Super cool. Let me take back when I hear about the college name Vidyavarthaka, right? It takes me back at least 6 years when I was aspiring MBA graduate studying there, right? When I entered MBA, the first question was from where to do it. That was the biggest questions, and immediately the first thought for me was join an institute which believes in creating a leader. And it's leaders are not born here. That's my understanding, and we are molded and we are created. And VVC was my first option in terms to start my education, as this would be my final degree, right? So has to be a with a bang is something what I planned, and aspiring that I joined VVC. I definitely would say our principal sir, how much efforts we have put across, he had highlighted already. Let me put focus on what I went through. Right, we definitely have a plethora of teachers or faculties, right, who believe in nurturing every individual there. So we don't have a bifurcation stating that we have a first benches or the last benches. Neither I was in first or the last. I used to sit in between. So they have nurtured me as well, right? We always believed in creating leader out of every individual, irrespective of what branch or what electives we are picking up. Right, we always got an update from all the faculties there. There is a support which was created, an environment wherein like we can go to them, ask questions, clear our doubts, and get us understand by what exactly the book speaks. And that's every individual thinks about, clearing MBA with a good percentage, but rather I would say that we should believe in an environment which again nurtures an individual on a practical phase, not just on an bookish knowledge. Percentages are good, but that's an hall ticket or an entrance ticket to a corporate world. Now when I am 6 years close to an experience in an field, right, I'm an HR with SAP Labs India. It's a German Fortune 500 companies, and where I started my journey is a tiny consultant role in an Bengaluru. That's the initial start of it. What I always said or learned from VVC is that what you aspire or the big dreams, right, doesn't come easily, or it doesn't happen overnight. There has to be a journey. The journey will be up and down. Nothing has to be smooth, right? Anything which comes smooth is ready made. You will not enjoy that success, and that's something I learned there. From tiny bit of lectures to that of what we did presentation, a lot of B school activities, right? So that's something which made me confident, and start my career with. Slowly I moved to a startup, wherein like again I could relate how things used to be at my college days. There are fests, there were a lot of new things which we were even aware of it, and that's where our learning started, and that's the same thing I implemented on a startup. And it was a successful journey of 1 year for me there. Then my aim was to move into Fortune 10 companies in the world, and SAP was one amongst them, for me to start my career, or take my next leap. And yes, it happened, and again I relate that to my MBA. What all we learned using the different softwares, the kind of input on the finance, marketing, or HR. My specialization was though in HR, but my interest lies in everything, and that helps me even now. Now, I kind of not only cover India as a market unit, but I also cover APJC and Greater China as a market unit as well. So my learnings, whatever we learned there, right, during my tenure of 2 years in Vidyavartaka, has definitely given me an helping hand. One big mistake what every individual do is that they think that it's we learn only to write exams, and this is not going to be useful. 90% of the people go with these assumptions. Let me not make myself that 10%. I also had the same kind of a concept in my mind, stating that okay, these are only for exams, and we have some good faculties who train us for taking up exams and pass in shining numbers. But trust me, after 5 years, not initial days, but after 5 years, I realized that all concepts what we studied during our college, right, it is actually applicable in the real scenario. If I take an example of HR as an elective of mine, we did hear about 14 principles of Henry Fayol, right? I still kind of use them when I talk with my team. Decentralization, like we kind of believe that it's not that 14th era which made this 14 principles are not applicable in 21st century. It is applicable. Likewise, we have X and Y theory, right? So when we discuss about the diversity, the young talent coming into the market, we discuss this, we talk about this. So people who couldn't give an understanding on a practical phase, I guess we lose out. We don't know how to kind of come up with an answer when we are interacting with foreign nationals, right? They all believe in that, and that's the leadership quality always VVC kind of nurtured us. I can take n number of examples. So initial days of our finance and marketing classes, right? So we always think that taking a finance will end up, taking into a finance domain only. Unfortunately, I remember a quote from our professor then, Kiran Kumar sir and Manjunath sir and our Balaji sir as well. We need to know all the subjects. Yeah, electives are just an option for us. When you are in the practical phase of your career, trust me, you will apply everything. I do budgets, which take finance. Again, I have learned it from VVC. And again, I do a lot of marketing and branding activities. Again, that's a learning out from different concepts of, again, at the college level, right? So basic and the base of every leader here is created here. And I have a complete trust. I myself take an example of my journey of 6 years, right? Starting from, campus placement to that of where I am. I visit most of the colleges today. I can vouch that my core of my job is in terms of hiring, campus graduates for my organization throughout APJC. Right, we visit a lot of colleges here. I can vouch on it. The leaders are created here, and leaders are within ourselves. Our professors, our lecturers have molded us in such a way that we can achieve what other people have not done. And VVC is equivalent to any other college, any other B school. If you get an option to, take up VVC in Mysuru, I would say that close your eyes, trust on people. We have a great faculty there. We have a great HOD there, and I'm sure they are all as an helping hand, and they're going to help you up to create that leader within yourself. And that's something my experience and my 2 years has been with MBA at VVC. I'm glad I have graduated there. My resume even now states about my highest degree from VVC, which most of the people after finishing 6 years, they kind of hide it. I proudly mention that I am a graduate from Vidyavartaka, and really glad to see our people growing as well. I still have network with my set of faculties too, and I talk with them regularly. That's something I have as an experience sharing and how I have grown in this industry. Great thanks to my college where I have done, and I will always carry this legacy and a tag of being a Vidyavartaka student even now. And I always say at every opening note at any colleges I visit that I'm a graduate from Vidyavartaka. I have grown in the 6 years. This is my designation today. I'm really proud of that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Fahad sir. It's a pleasure that you are telling whenever you go, you are from VVC. So that's the flagship you're
Yes,
carrying across the globe. So that is giving us a remarkable milestone to our institute. Thank you, Fahad.
absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Now I'd like to request our beloved HOD, Dr. PSV Balaji Rao, to address the gathering and share about MBA department. Over to you, sir.
So very good morning to all my students there and alumni. Thank you very much, Fahad, for giving a wonderful feedback and your journey with VVCE. Before I start, I would like to go through a presentation where I like to present what our department does and how leadership within you is. We help you to emerge it out. So I'll just take a second time to share my screen. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes. Where is this? Is the PPT? Yes. Yes. Done. Is it there? Yeah.
Dr. Balajara, you are muted. You have to unmute.
Now got shared? Sir, is it audible, sir?
Yeah.
You're now
Yeah, you're right.
not shared.
You're audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Screen sharing.
Yes, sir. Just a minute.
Wait. Come.
But
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it is audible. You can start. You can start.
coming. In yes.
Yes, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience. Anyway, so I welcome you all back again for this webinar on nurturing the leader within you. What VVCE does for the student community with respect to helping them out, grooming their leadership traits or qualities. Now, first, I would like to go ahead with introduction of our department, then stating the best reasons why we should join MBA, and then the competencies nurtured in any MBA program, and then why VVCE for MBA program. So the main agenda with which I would like to go with my presentation today. And so first, starting about my department, our department's department inception happened in the year 2008, and all our programs are approved by AICT and affiliated to Vishweshwaraya Technological University, Belgavi. And from this academic year onwards, we are granted an autonomous status. And the programs, what we offer is a Master of Business Administration with a generic specializations with marketing, human resource management, financial management. And this academic year, we are introducing 3 more new specializations, that is project management, banking and finance, and business analytics. Also, we do have a research center where we offer a program, doctoral program, where we have around 6 eligible guides, and 3 scholars are already awarded their doctoral degree, and 8 scholars are pursuing their PhD program with us in the department. Now, coming to the some of the highlights of our department, around 800 students have graduated from this department, and around 65% of the students are well placed. Both it includes off and on campus, and 35% of the students are entrepreneurs, self-employed, or having their family business. And the uniqueness, another highlight of our program, is all about our outbound leadership program with Pegasus, and then our campus is Wi-Fi enabled, and availability of resources for student learning, and state-of-art classrooms, industry institution interaction, experienced faculty, and international connect are some of the highlighting features of our department. Now, getting on to the concept of why an MBA program. So any graduate who aspires for a leadership roles in a business organization or would like to be an entrepreneur can join this course. And the other best reason what we can point out is with MBA, the job opportunities are wide and you can fit into any role and any job. And later, it helps an individual to excel in his career at a faster pace than the other individuals, and majority as the skills and competencies they groom and improve on, they easily climb to the top ladder into the organization hierarchy. And also, since this course is not specialized, or is not specific or narrowed down to one particular area of knowledge or skill, it is wide and it integrates all specializations together. Hence, there is a large perspective among the in the business world with respect to this program. And then for entrepreneurs, since their own classmates or their own alumni, faculty, etc., are well connected with the business world and the corporate world, their network helps them to kickstart their startup or their business units. And also, this program focuses main on tuning the leadership skill where more and more competency building is done on strategic management and the other skills of startup, and also a skill of leading a team. And the best reason why choose MBA is the better packages compared to other courses. So this is about the major reasons why an MBA is needed for any graduate. Well, so what and all the opportunities there for an MBA graduate? Now, this is a report. This is a slide where we get the information from the recent Bloomberg manpower analysis with respect to Indian continent. And well, they project that in every organization, let it be a small scale industry or a large scale industry or a medium scale industry, there is a 17% of the job which requires MBA or PGDBM qualified students. So this is the scope of opportunities for an MBA graduate. And now this is the other sectors, the sectors which is about to produce jobs or which are about to create jobs in the next coming 5 years in India, in which e-commerce, banking and financial services has a major role of contributing jobs for the MBA graduates. Now, what is taught in an MBA program? Now, in an MBA program, for leadership and people management, knowledge related to leadership, people management, and also the skills related to that, product and service management, managing relationships, conflict management, and also crisis management, then brand management, and succession planning and talent retention, or the major domain areas which are focused, and every MBA student is taught to these functional areas of management, which is very much essential in any business organization. Now, what are the competencies nurtured? Now, one is as an MBA graduate, you will be in a position of leading. So leading an organization, especially managing change, critical analysis of a problem, decision making, then managing the politics, influencing others, and the attitude of being a first to take an innovative step, then setting the vision, mission, etc., or all the skills which or competencies which an MBA graduate demonstrate during his career tenure. And also, in order to do this, the leading an organization in an effective way, one has to be very good in leading himself, and that is what leading self, where ethics and integrity is at the top priority, driving for a purpose, then exhibiting the leadership stature, and increasing your capabilities or eager to learn new things, managing self, increased self-awareness, and developing adaptability, or a few competencies related to self-development or personality development. And the other one is all about leading others. Now, these two leads them to know more about how to lead others, and where communication plays a vital role, value systems, and developing, and an eagerness to for our peer development or for our societal development, and managing relationships, and managing effective team and work groups is all another competency which an every MBA student will be learning during his journey of MBA program. And now the latest one is all about the global executive competencies, having a open-mindedness, cultural interest and sensitivity, dealing with complex issues, resilient and resourceful, moreover optimistic and energetic, honesty and integrity is all the which global executive competencies is what which are groomed in an MBA program. So this is about an MBA program, what is taught and what are the competencies, and the MBA program will help a student to tune up. Now, how is that VVCE helping a student to come up with these competencies? The one and the most important is VVCE focuses on the skills, especially the business domain skills, where students are given an opportunity to exercise or to practice strategy formulation, understanding the business and regulatory environment, then giving them the domain knowledge with respect to business process, then establishing a business relationship, and also a major emphasis on macroeconomic analysis. So this is the foundation where one starts building his competencies. And more important, the leadership skills is given a very important emphasis, that is team building, coaching and mentoring, driving performance, motivating and inspiring others, change management. This is where VVCE comes very unique, because which we have a tie-up with institutions like Pegasus, where our students get trained during their visit to their Dehradun campus. And also business skills is one which we bring in the industry experts through guest lectures, mentoring, etc. Now, the other trait which is also very much focused here is people or soft skills. That is, we do conduct on a regular basis throughout the semester the communication skills, the art of influencing, negotiation, conflict resolution, the collaborative way of producing things. So all these things are the three unique features where VVC focuses more compared to its competitors. And now, this is a general skill where any institution or a management school will provide the functional or a technical knowledge with respect to the specializations of finance, marketing, human resource, and management information systems. Now, this is the uniqueness of our VVC MBA program, which really makes students start excelling in their career as well as in their personal life once they are out of this institution. Now, this or all is not a unique entity. All these things do play an integrating role, and hence defines a personality in individual. And certainly we promise there is a big leap or a change in one's personality once a student completes its MBA program with VVCE. Now, the other uniqueness which we would like to make it out is all about, we have a wonderful faculty, as just shared by my dear student. We have a wonderful faculty who have a mindset of helping out students, counseling them, and also have a rich industry experts. Also that VVC have an industry practicing managers, industry experts regularly taking classes, and they play along with our faculty an important role in mentoring our students, career guidances and other things. And our teaching methodology majorly includes a case study method of teaching, and then collaborative learning through mini projects and project works. And very important and very unique about our department is integration of technology. We do have a big lab with 120 systems where application oriented technology and management is both integrated. And we do have a faculty having a rich experience enabling students to learn all these things. And also we have an invited guest lectures from the faculty from premier institutions. Then the other one is the uniqueness is all about the industry connect. As I was just sharing, we do invite industry people, consultants, and their major role is in mentoring our students, giving them the career advice and guidance, helping them in getting the internships, guiding them for the mini projects. And also we involve industry people in the assessments of our projects and mini projects, though it is not mandatory. And our good association with the local professional bodies like EDIN Synergy, HR Forum, and also NIPM, NHRD really makes our students get exposed to the professional world and also strengthen their network. And not to say, always our alumni support is there, helping us to grow day to day. And in fact, it's because of this alumni support, we are able to strengthen our curriculum, though out of a lot of constraints from the university end. But now, since we are autonomous, there is a new guidelines, new programs which we make. It's all because of the entire support of the industry. Now, the other important thing which VVC is very much unique about is the value addition programs. See, our students are given a global exposure. And one is all about grooming their related to value addition programs, grooming our students' leaderships through an outbound learning program with an experienced mentors, with the help of an outside agency like Pegasus and others. And also, we do a lot of value addition programs on certifications related to NPTEL, NCFM, and HR analytics, digital marketing. And our entire emphasis, as I was telling, all through the 4 semesters, we work on communication and personality development courses. Also, for the last batch, we have tried, in order to make our students screen out, get easily screened in the in the screening test. In the screening test, we introduced training programs on logical and arithmetic reasoning for our students' placements. And also, we do conduct entrepreneurial awareness camps on a regular basis. And now, when it comes to international exposure, already our department for the past 8 years is working with Singapore Institute of Management Development Institute, Singapore, and last year it is with Taylor's University from Malaysia. So already we are partnered with them, and with their association, our students are getting more and more exposure. But this time in autonomous, there is a different structure where more of association of international premier institutions happens. Now, last year we had Frankfurt University from Germany and Purdue Global University USA also associated with it. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we are not able, our students, finally students are not able to move to Germany. Otherwise, this time VVCE could have made their students to move to Germany. So this is about the international connect and the global exposure, what we give it to our students. Coming to the infrastructure, we have 24/7 Wi-Fi facilities in the campus. We do have an hostel facility with a gym and other eminent facilities for our MBA students. And also, we provide Microsoft Edge tab with a license of having Office tools to all our students. And also, we do have one class, which is an online e-learning applications, enable students to have an e-platform for their learning and getting their projects done. And also, we do have a computer lab with 120 systems where fintech softwares, SPSS software used for data analytics, and then business reporting tools and other simulating softwares are well placed in the department for the benefit of the students. So this is how our support makes support to the students makes VVC very unique. Now, as far as the placement assistance is concerned, major job providers or small and medium enterprises or medium and small scale enterprises and corporate sectors. And these three sectors, majority belongs to banking and finance sector as of now, till now, because majority of our students are from the commerce background, and also the requirements of the students varies. Now, when it comes to pre-placement training with respect to our department, our focus is all about career guidance and or is all about making a student self-aware about his career path and his life goal, and then career counseling and workshops related to career counseling, resume feedback, then mock interviews and roundtable networks, interviewing questions, group discussions and events. All these things are well planned and thoroughly trained by professionals, helping our students to get success. And now, with respect to the placement training in specific, what and all the training programs focus on and what skills will be tuned. It is all about verbal and written communication skills, creative thinking and problem solving skills, public speaking through forums like Toastmasters and others. And also, we have a few programs on negotiating and conflict resolution skills, etiquette and body language, or a few skill is what very much emphasized and trained. And as I want to reiterate once again, 65% of our students are well placed, and all the details are there available in our website. It has both off and online placements, and 35% of our students are self-employed entrepreneurs, are running their family business. Now, this is a slide which is showing that the very survey says that the campus hair for the past 5 years with respect to MBA graduates is only 10%, and majority of the jobs are through job portals. And then now you can witness how offline recruitments helps to an MBA graduate to get into a company better than a campus head. Now, the reason why we are mentioning is we strongly believe in getting a student ready with all competencies, and a student can get into this business, into the corporate world on his own with a minimal assistance from the department. So this is just a fact which is produced in front of you. And and then these are the companies for the past 10 years, and also you find our alumni in these companies, which has given an opportunity to all the MBA graduates passed out of our institution during the last 10 years. And now for this year, since we are autonomous and we are future oriented, and our programs, our program includes new specializations. One is on business analytics. This is the program with which we are working with Purdue University, USA. It's a 7 months long program where students are trained on business analytics, which includes also data analytics for the because as you see, the job market is huge for, or the top two skills. Business analytics stands in the second position with respect to the skills which are in the high demand in the days to come. And then also the very important is project management skills. We see a lot of companies flowing in India, and a lot of establishments do come in India because of the global business environment scenario, where there is a high need of project management skills. Banking and insurance sector, which is going to come in the day, which is going to boom, and again where it has generating 50 to 60% of the jobs for the young graduates. So we have introduced that specialization along with the finance, but major focus is on banking skills. So apart from this, the generic specializations like marketing, HR, and finance, and the dual combination is also offered by our department. Now, with this, I believe I've given enough about the department. I thank you all for having for being participating here to know what MBA department is all about. And I thank all my alumni, especially Fahad, Rokia, and Amal, who has joined us to share their experiences. And now, any queries I would like to answer. And thank you all. Thank you very much. Somshekhar sir.
Sir, so thanks for giving a brief introduction about the MBA department and how the MBA at VVCE is preparing the students, improving their skills, and making them industry ready. So I hope the information given by you has given a lot of inputs to the parents and the MBA aspirants who are interested to join MBA at VVCE, sir. Thank you, sir. And now,
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Now, I'd like to say that the currently graduating student, who is one of the proud student and outgoing batch, Mr. Amal Jacob, he would like to share his experience about his stay at VVC. So, over to Amal Jacob. I request you to share your experience at the VVC.
So good afternoon all. My name is Amal Jacob, a proud student of the Electronic MBA department. I'm currently working as a cluster manager at Spandana Financial Retail.
No, little bit increase the volume. Little bit more.
No, you're not clearly audible, Amal.
Hello. Hello, sir. Am I audible now?
Yes.
One second.
Dear participants, someone will join within few seconds. Please cooperate.
Inconvenience. There's some network issues here. Okay. Now I'm audible, sir.
Yes, yes.
Fine. Much better.
Yeah. Yes, Amal, you can continue. It's not audible, Amal.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. No audible, Amal.
No.
Yeah, audible, audible. Amal, you can continue. Okay. Dear participants, VVC always focus on quality education. It always supports for the students' progress, students' future, and it works according to the requirement of the industry. So I'm waiting. Yes, sir. I'm waiting for the Amal Jacob, sir.
Dr. Somshekar, you can ask the next speaker to talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
So now let us invite Ms. Rokia Tasneem, a proud student, the HR officer, Lincoln University of Business and Management UAE, a distinguished alumni of this institute, to address the potential MBA aspirants. Over to you, madam.
Hello,
Yes,
am I
madam.
audible? Hello, good morning. It's good morning here in UAE. I think it's good afternoon in India. So to start with, first of all, I want to say that I am a proud VVC graduate. Okay, even though I'm here in UAE, whenever somebody asks me from where are you, what have you done, and all that, I say I'm a student of VVC and I'm proud about it. You know, in terms of education, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of everything, everything. I find this institute to be the best. Best in Mysore. So, being an engineering graduate, my experience was a little complicated because when I was looking for a master's qualification, I was having many things, in mind. Some people have that notion of like, you're an engineer already, and why do you want to go for an MBA? But then what I thought was, yes, I'm good technically, but then I need to nurture my skills based on my management skills, That is something that I will need, okay? So if you're an individual having a role, basically to be a leader or an entrepreneur in the near future, I think if you're selecting VVC, this will be the best thing that you would have done in my life. I praise myself for taking this decision, to be frank with you, right? So now just to give a brief about, what I have experienced is the day I started, when I had my orientation, I was sweating. All of them said, it's going to be really strict, you'll have all this stuff going on, you'll have to study, you'll have to do a lot of thing and all that. Yes, it's there. Studies are always there, but then what I have experienced at VVC is, you get to learn a lot of practical things in terms of communication, in terms of building yourself as a leader. We were being grilled, okay, actually, to be frank with you. We were being grilled, but that grilling was done to get the best out of us. That is what I can say. These 2 years were excellent. I didn't even have time to think about myself. As a student, I was only focusing on what I wanted to become. And proudly, once I graduated from VVC, I got an immediate placement just based on the skills that I achieved. I had an internship with Automotive Excels for 3 months. That gave me a practical exposure of what is happening in the industry, how it actually runs. The guest lectures that I attended in the college with industry experts were excellent. So my suggestion to any student, in any student would be, in case if you're looking and if you're wanting to become a leader or entrepreneur, I would suggest students and to just go for VVC. Don't just have a second thought on anything. Parents, please feel free and please be happy if your students are studying in VVC. It's not just academics they focus on. They focus on making you a very good individual. There is an excellent support staff, everything, starting from our HOD, principal, the faculties, everything is just excellent. And they make you disciplined and they make you ready for the industry. The industry accepts you. See, I'm not working for India, I'm working for a UAE firm, right? But then, yes, the way I have molded myself when I was in VVC, from the day I have joined to my 2 years journey and now what I am, all credit goes to VVC. And this is the end of it. I don't want to say anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for sharing your experience at VVCE. I hope this information has given some as a testimonial for the MBA aspirants who are looking for MBA at VVCE. Thank you, madam. Now, I'd like to invite Amal Jacob to join the session.
So I hope I'm audible now.
Yes, Amal, you are audible now.
Okay, I'm very sorry for I'm like the earphone wasn't working properly. I had to get another one. Okay, let me just start now. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Amal Jacob. I am a proud student of VVCE, Vidyavataka College of Engineering, MBA department. I'm currently working as a cluster manager at Hyderabad, and for the training purpose, I've come to Hassan in Karnataka. So first and foremostly, I would like to thank all the faculties and my dear respected HOD who stood with me like a backbone with me for everything. For example, while I'm a HR specialization student, I went and told him that, sir, I need some other extra training on HR basis. And he was like, why not? You should have come earlier to me. I'm like, okay, fine. You've come now. We'll do it. Then as soon as I told this, he went to he approached an HR company, Accenture. He brought up 4 HR from there. 1 week training was conducted on it. Then I was placed in the first year itself. First year, second semester. A company called Spandana Spurti had come, approached, and the placement officer, Rupa Priya ma'am, helped us get along with it. Then while coming to the training programs which has been like runs in VVCE, one of the biggest, finest training program I attended at VVCE was the Pegasus Institute training. Like it was conducted at Dehradun, Uttarakhand. We were taken there for 7 days, the outbound training, where we were into practical exposure. Everyone was taught how to get along with the team, how to build a team, then how to be a leader, how to follow a leader. Then everything seems like very different to us in VVCE. A different experience, I have to say, a finest experience. Then when I was when the placements come here, the first question the company asks is like if we know Excel, advanced Excel. And most of us didn't know during our time at the college. And the college made us like, the college brought business ties, the finest Excel coaches, trainers, and they gave individual attention to every single student. And it was a very great successful event, I have to say. Now every one of us know how to work Excel in an advanced form. Then as we all know, there was international exposure in international trips where we would be certified, but then due to the pandemic we couldn't go. Yes, Then there's enough clubs in our colleges like Toastmasters, TEDx, and such clubs. We were just about to start a Toastmaster club officially for the MBA, but then due to the pandemic and such situations, we couldn't do it. But then very soon we will be starting one officially just for MBA. So coming to a conclusion, finally, I convey my regards to the college for enlightening and supporting me to be firstly a good human being, then to be a finest output student. So thank you, sir. Over to Somsekhar, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Amal. Thanks for sharing your beautiful experiences at VVCE. Now, there are a few questions raised by the aspirants, so I request our principal, HOD, and alumni to answer the queries.
Any specific? Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, does the institute provide any financial assistance to students?
Are you asking me, Dr. Somsekhar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we do provide financial assistance to the engineering students to the tune of 25 lakhs. And so far we are not considered MBA students with respect to financial assistance, but they do get from the government. They do get from the government, and but the institute does not provide any financial assistance to the MBA students so far. But if we come across any deserving case where they are very meritorious but economically weak, I think one or two such cases can be considered in the future, but we have not done so far.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. To HOD, sir.
Yes.
Sir, our institute, is it providing any financial assistance for students to participate in national level events like Management Fest, or it may be publishing papers? So, can you please share this, sir?
Yes, we do provide financial assistance for any student who is contributing a research article or a research paper for any publication or any conference. And also we sponsor our students and encourage them to participate in management fests across the country. And also we do provide financial assistance for our students with respect to their what you call cultural events or cultural activities which they do. So a lot of financial assistance with respect to students' development and participation and contribution to research, consultancy and development or projects is done by the department. And also, I would like to add one more thing. I would like to add one more thing with respect to financial assistance. Though not directly for our MBA program, since it's a PG program and it involves a lot of costs with the international tours and all, but with respect to the financial institutions like banks or any other institution, financial institution, are willing and be the front runners to provide education loans to our students, because this helps our students to reduce their financial burden on their family, number one. And number two, after getting placed, they will start repaying the EMIs. So that way, no bank rejects our proposal being submitted from the MBA department for granting education loan to our students. So that's about something which I would like to add on for the financial assistance. Right, sir?
Yeah, just to add on, Dr. Somsekhar, every department has a department association. Similarly, MBA also has a department association, and they have a lot of funds, basically to take care of students' co-curricular and extracurricular activities. As Dr. Balaji Rao mentioned, that because we believe in the holistic personality development of every student, so they are at liberty to spend that money. That is in terms of lakhs. Something like 20 to 25 lakhs is given to MBA department every year by the institute, basically to ensure that they publish papers, they attend conferences, they do internships, and they participate in other competitions. So for all those things, we have sufficient funds. Yeah, Dr. Somsekhar, you are muted. You are muted. You are not audible.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Sir, can you share some more on how healthcare issues and how students can feel VVC as a home and how they can be provided with the best facilities, sir, about healthcare issues, sir?
Yeah. See, we have a group insurance for every student. In case something happens either to the parents, they get financial assistance from the insurance company. It is a group insurance policy for all the students who join our institute. We take group insurance. That is number one. Number two, we have a health center on campus. In case of any medical emergency, we have a qualified doctor and also a qualified nurse. And we are also purchasing an ambulance to to keep it in the campus. We also have hostel facilities because we need, in order, when we have the hostel facilities on campus, we need to have all these health center on campus. It is in place. We also have accident insurance plan for our students. So I think we ensure that every student is taken care of, particularly in the present scenario. I think we are following the standard operating procedure that is issued by the Government of India and also Government of Karnataka strictly, because we believe that safety is very important in the present scenario. And so we will not compromise and we will not leave any stone unturned with respect to safety of our student community.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now the question to the guest, to Mr. Fahad. Sir, what do you feel the industry looks in an MBA graduate? And what skills do you look into when you want to hire them? Because in the pandemic situation, every student wants to know that how the industry looks and what the core skills they should focus and how VVC may be supporting the students, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Thanks for the question. I mean, it's pretty much relevant in the given situation, right? For now, I mean, for the next 2 to 3 months looks very odd for everybody. The pandemic has changed a lot of things, but industry will not slow down in India. At least what I forecast, or based on my experience with my company, is that industry will open up from Jan 2021 and India will be the booming sector again. It's a growing economy. We will hit back for sure. There are a lot of openings going to come for MBA aspirants. Now, though the number would be more, but that doesn't mean everybody would get into the similar kind of a role. What skills? If I'm sitting at the interview level, I definitely want to see and quality of an entrepreneur, a person who is able to take the risk, calculative risk, and person who can speak up and stand for their team. So these three things, and a very much awareness of what they've studied, how they can apply into a practical phase. So that's going to be the catch, and it's all up to an individual how they can prepare within this given 2 to 3 months of time. The journey has to start basically.
Thank you, Fahad. Thank you. Over to Rokia, madam. Anything you want to add?
Sir, I think we have covered all the points. But then, yes, in these this duration, what we are getting at present, I would rather suggest everyone to keep upgrading their skills. Because skills is something that you're going to get at the last. Because I've seen people, yeah, it's a lockdown, we are done, we are relaxing. Yes, you are relaxing, but then, yes, please keep yourself updated to what is happening in the world. Please keep yourself updated to the skills. Because before hiring anybody, I would rather suggest, yes, his qualification gives me most weightage, but then, yes, I would also see in addition, what are the additional skills that he has gained. So, I would, just request all of us, even me, I do this because I want to keep myself updated, because change is something that is permanent, and this is what I've been taught in my MBA. So, just keep changing, just keep learning, and things, once you're updated, things will automatically work in your favor. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. So whatever the dear parents and aspirants, so whatever listen the skills, the expected by the industry, that was fulfilled by the VVC, that what we are promising. Now the program has come to an end. I would like a pleasant task of delivering vote of thanks. At this platform, I would like to thank our management committee, which is very creative and supportive when it comes to the matter of academics. I thank the management committee of Vidya Vardhaka Sangha for having organized and supported this program. Now, I thank our beloved principal, Dr. B. Sadashivagoda, for introducing the institute to the audience and clarifying whatever the information is required by in need of the parents and the aspirants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, I would like to thank our beloved HOD, the backbone of the department, Dr. PSC Balaji Rao, for enriching our future aspirants about the activities, facilities, the infrastructure, and how we are preparing, our department is preparing the students, and how we are supporting with the best infrastructure. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the various informations.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I would like to thank the crowning glories of this institute, Mr. Fahad, the consultant SAP India Private Limited, Bengaluru, and Ms. Rokia Tasneem, HR Officer, Lincoln University of Business and Management, UAE, for installing the confidence in the hearts of the future aspirants. So thanks to both of you from the VVCE.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for
sir.
having
It
us.
was indeed a pleasure being with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Now, I also would like to thank Mr. Amal Jacob, the cluster managers, Pandana Spurti Financial Limited, Hyderabad, for reassuring the graduation process at MBA VVC. Because as on the campus, so the process what we carry now is the proof and the testimonial, and like that, the many students they graduated and who got the job, and he's representing our VVC. Thank you, Amal Jacob, for joining the session.
Thank you, sir.
I also would like to thank all the young aspirants and their parents for taking interest in VVC and attending this, nurturing the leader within you, MBA at VVC program. Thank you one and all. And thanks to all the participants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all my alumni as well as Amal, and a special thanks to our principal. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.